rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I got power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop, you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep, designing sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it, blinding my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. If we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about
about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Did to hear with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Indianapolis Colts. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Ready. Good team running. Good team running. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
On second down, here's Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field. Defense.
Bridgewater to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Poole. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Here we go. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
On 2nd and 9. Luck complete to Hilton. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 yards there and a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. worked into the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On first down, it's Hines. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things off.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
On second down, it's Hines. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. Inside give to Ham, the fullback. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They snap it to Locke. And he's got his man Hilton. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Luck. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. At their own 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going. Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. And it's 3rd down.
Let's go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Here we go, D. Watch twist.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He's going to look deep down the field. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Love. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Here's Love. Completes it to the fullback hand. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all.
He's coming. We got double up.
They'll run on first down. Hines, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
I got it. Slam. Check. We got Mexico. 11-Z. Hey, orbit.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
That QB's trash. Let's go. Monday. 12. Reggie. Smooth.
From the 50, it's long. He's got it to Hilton. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt first down. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, it's Hines. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Let's get the ball. Alert. Double up. He's coming, double up.
This is Hines. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Come on.
Now Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Out of the gun, Luck. Nice footwork at the 25. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike 58, right there. That's on right. Hey, Zoo.
From the red zone now, Luck. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Now he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Check 50. Check 50. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Check 9. Check 9.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And John Brown's got it complete. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Buffalo.
Ready. 10, touchdown. 58, come on. Wild Bill.
A first down carry now for Miller. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Ready. 58, Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. It's complete. It's Miller. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Play action now. Bridgewater. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. To throw, Bridgewater. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now Luck defers to Mack. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Colts on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Go 58 to the mic. Referee. Come on, hey, high 7. Check. 11B.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. And the catch made by Hilton. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Luck now, 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10.
12. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right.
From the gun, here's Love. Catch made here by Campbell. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Look out. Hey, man. Watch the boot. On. Deuce.
On 1st down, Love. Campbell making the catch. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a timeout.
34-yard line.
7 seconds left in the first half.
Keep playing all day. Whoa! Let's get it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Strong right. Kill. Hurry,
Throwing again is Love. Throw left side here complete to Campbell. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
the kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe mash.
I don't know about
toe mashed it.
Super toe.
They run again with Hines, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Right here. Mike,
Here's Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And the grab by Croft. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he will find his man on the outside. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. Now Bridgewater on fourth down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Danico Autry. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Switch.
After the interception, it's Love. Step, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jerry Hughes, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, Echo.
Off of play action, Luck. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Bridgewater. This is Miller, complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Play fake. Bridgewater. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And the Bills' first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Short throw hauled in by Croft. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Bridgewater again. Caught by Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Hauschka with the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10.
17. Bills 10.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Here we go.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Luck. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. Dash plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Luck now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's 1st down. They run with Hines. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with a fullback Ham. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you. And a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Luck now. 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
Now Luck. He's got it to Hilton. And he's taken down inside the 30. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive.
49 to Mike. 49. I got one. Watch out.
Luck on first down. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Touchdown, Colts. The kicker on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to... And he'll get in! Touchdown, Buffalo! Lamar Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
49 the mic, watch 49. Go, go, go. Under 12. Go ahead. He's checking. Crash.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hines. 12 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
12.
Now a first down throw. Lock. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Reggie. Hey, got four down. That's it. 12.
A shotgun snap for Love. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Bills take over first and 10. Let's go! At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
At the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Tight down. There you go.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Bridgewater on first down. He finds his target, John Brown. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 31, check 31.
On second down now, it's Miller. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They keep it with Miller on first down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Bridgewater to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Bridgewater. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now it's Hines, and he's upended after a gain of 2.